Was going to be attacking the league. Who was reacting to? Remember Bella Poarch? She basically lost everything. I wouldn't. Okay, I don't know what kind of video title is this, but if you look at Bella's Poarch channel now, yeah, and you guys were reacting to Bella Poarch and who, if you guys have been going on TikTok for like, let's say around 2020 or 2021, you can never escape Bella Poarch. Every time if you scroll down TikTok, you see her. Enter the beat. Anyways, guys, yeah, I've not. Then what happened in the Big 26? I've not heard her name in a while. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys in here, I'm seeing more actually. Anyways, guys, let's react. And if you guys are returning, subscribe. And welcome back. You came to the right time. Anyways, guys, yeah, let's react. Remember Bella Poarch, you basically lost it. Oh, did you hear that click? Oh, click. She did not lose anything. She didn't lose anything, but let's react.
Bella Poarch has fallen off so horrifically badly that in the last 7 days, she failed to generate a single meaningful spike on the entire internet. Sitting at almost 100 million followers and having the record for the most liked video on any platform ever, you'd think she'd be able to maintain a solid level of relevancy. However, looking at the data shows she's been doing anything.
Alright guys, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know I made a video on every TikTok. I've been starting with I made the Charli D'Amelio video. I think that was it. I think it was Charli D'Amelio video. But I'm gonna link that in the description. I'm gonna link that down below.
But that, she struggles to pull even 0.1% of the viewers she's garnered over the years. She hasn't gained a single follower on TikTok since 2024. Her Spotify streams are at an all-time low, mixed in with cheating allegations, offensive tattoos, and a reputation that doesn't look like it'll be fixed anytime soon. Therefore, it comes to no surprise that Bella Poarch has had one of the worst downfalls on the entire internet. I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Bella Poarch's rise wasn't planned at all. It was more like accidental perfection. She joined TikTok in early 2020, right as the platform was exploding during lockdown. 12 months earlier, she was unknown. No platform, no audience, no internet presence worth mentioning. Then suddenly, she was unavoidable. In the span of roughly 1 year, Bella gained over 60 million followers. That averages out to well over 100,000 people following her every single...
Guys, ignore that. Ignore what I said. Oh, followers. Ignore what I said. Ignore what I said. Ignore what I said. Subscribers. Ignore that. I don't need to. I do not need to.
Day. Growth at that scale isn't normal, and realistically, it's unheard of. So, what actually caused it? When Bella created her TikTok account, she clearly had a target audience from the very beginning. Her first ever post, which is this one here.
You shut up. That's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama did. Dead as hell.
Okay, that's so violation.
What shoes she got on? She got on her casket. That's why your granny ain't got no knees. She can't pray to Jesus, bitch. How about that?
Mixed her gamer girl persona with a viral meme at the time, leading to an astounding 35 million views on her debut upload. Of her first 30 posts that were all being centered around the introverted girl that she was, 23 of them managed to pull in over 20 million views, taking Bella from a literal nobody to a verified creator with over 7 million followers in roughly 60 days. comments focused less on what she was doing and more towards how she looked and sounded. One video, she could be tapping buttons on the TV remote, the next using a sandwich filter, and they were still pulling in more views each than most creators could dream of in their entire career. That's when TikTok's most effortless trend took over. Lip syncing. A super simple audio, paired with minimal movement, paired with exaggerated face.
Guys, do not think of saying it. Do not think of saying it. I know you guys are saying it, but do not think of saying it. Do not think of saying it. This kid looks familiar to her, and I already know. I'm not saying it because we're leaving it in 2025, and I'm not saying this. Guys, I know you guys are... I hate you guys. I know you're gonna say it, and if you're gonna say it, who cares? Just stop saying it. Just stop saying it. It's the... Oh, great. I'm gonna have to say it. It's the 6'7" kid. 6'7" kid.
Facial expressions, created videos that made sense even if you were half paying attention. Because at the time, TikTok didn't need depth. All it needed was something that stopped scrolling. Bella.
Okay, I do not even know why the 6'7" kid was on my screen, but okay. It just popped up.
Became that thing. On the 18th of August 2020, Bella uploaded a short lip sync video to M to the B by Millie B. She was probably expecting the video to perform like normal. Maybe 20 million views, maybe 30 if she was lucky. However, she more than likely wasn't expecting the video to detonate every chart ever. To this day.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. First, M to the B lip. Okay, we got first Bella Poarch, second Leah Holton. Holy shit. Let's see the view count. Holy shit. Oh my days.
This single video sits at almost 1 billion views. It's the 5th most watched video on the entire platform, and
we got Zach. Okay, real ones would know. Before AI, we had Zach King. Zach King was our AI. Let's say he was like our CGI guy. Okay, we got first Zach King, second James Charles, third Zach King, fourth Zach King, 5 Bella Poarch. Right.
The most liked video ever at over 72 million. Within weeks, her follower count jumped from...
Just imagine making a video to a viral song and you never know how much views it will just pull. You just think it just be normal as your other videos, but you never realize.
Around 7 million to over 40 million, and she was gaining followers faster than any other creator was gaining views. From there, the momentum only snowballed. Bella continued posting nearly identical content. The same formula repeated over and over and over. And it kept working. Video after video crossed 100 million views. Her follower count surged past 50 million, 60 million, 70...
Alright, we've got 70 million for posting the exact same thing. Right.
80, 90 million, and she had no signs of slowing down. It got to a point where this was all she was posting all the time. You could turn your phone on silent and scroll through her page, thinking you just watched the same video 30 times in a row. And that right there was the exact problem. The faster she rose, the louder the backlash became. People weren't confused anymore, they were annoyed. Criticism poured in, accusing her of having no talent, putting in no effort, and offering no real value. A post on Reddit simply titled, "Why is Bella Poarch famous?"
Okay, oh my days, okay. I remember reading these Reddits. I remember reading them. Every time I would go to Reddit here and just read every single comment. But, okay. Why is Bella Poarch famous? Never heard of her until I saw the post making fun of her hobby and decided to pick her up on TikTok. And what the fuck? This girl had 23 million followers. Was like confused. Like question mark. How question mark? Double question mark. As far as I've seen, she just records herself making quirky face expressions and or does stupid trends. I'm not really a fan of Charli, but at least she has some fun and generally questionable face. What the fuck is this? And why is she famous? Or how did she get famous? This guy is so confused. Like, he woke up like confused.
Reads, never heard of her until I saw a post making fun of her today and decided to look her up on TikTok and WTF. As far as I've seen, she just records herself making quirky facial expressions or does stupid cringy trends. WTF is this?
But I'm not gonna lie, but that's the same reaction my parents would have had.
And why is she famous? The idea that Poarch was, quote, talentless started making headlines on every platform imaginable. Fellow YouTuber Quiet mentioned it best.
Ask me if I'm a truck.
Okay, the thing is that I've never... What is actually Poarch's talent though? I mean, Charli D'Amelio, Alison Ray, Dixie D'Amelio, they can dance though. But, what can Poarch can do?
Are you a truck?
I don't know, man. I don't really have a lot to say. I guess I'm just incredibly bitter at my life. It's not fair! How come she gets to live out my dream of being an 18-wheeler semi-trailer truck that's used to move and carry freight all across the country?
Mate, if I was a truck here, I would come Optimus Prime. I would come Optimus Prime.
It's all I've ever wanted, but she's the one who gets to do it because she's famous on TikTok?
It was obvious, people started hating the fact that someone with no effort whatsoever could earn generational wealth and become a literal celebrity for lip-syncing a song.
Does Poarch deserve her crazy instant fame? How some girl can just make cute faces and bag record deals?
Her Instagram grew to over 11 million followers, while her YouTube blew past 7 million. And while the frustration was loud, it ignored the blatant truth. Poarch didn't succeed because she was exceptional. She succeeded because she was perfectly suited to the platform at that moment. Her rise wasn't built on skill. It was built on timing and visual appeal. And while that combination made her unstoppable in the short term, it also left her with very little to fall back on once the novelty wore off. There were no evolving formats or no sense of community. There was practically no person behind the page on the screen. People followed her because she was everywhere, not because they felt connected to her.
Well, there we go, the question.
That kind of fame grows fast, but it's also incredibly fragile. When the algorithm shifts or when audiences get bored, there's nothing holding them in place. Bella's follower count skyrocketed, but her content stayed almost exactly the same. While other TikTok creators used their momentum to branch into YouTube, podcast, or long-form content, Bella largely stayed silent. And when she did speak, it often felt uncomfortable. Interviews were awkward.
You remember any specific ones where you're like, oh, that's how it works? It's like so obvious to everyone else.
Like straightening my hair. I remember asking my roommate how to straighten my hair.
Public appearances felt forced and like she didn't even want to be there.
Hey, what's up, Bella? How's it going?
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, but if we look at the podcast, why does it look so awkward? Like, why does it look so awkward?
Public appearances felt forced and like she didn't even want to be there.
Hey, what's up, Bella? How's it going? Are you doing alright?
This is one thing I hear about paparazzi, fam. Can you mean your fucking business, paparazzi? You got nothing better to do.
Hey, so you recently got rated by TikTok insiders as one of the next big TikTokers to blow up. How do you feel about that?
It became clear that Bella wasn't naturally suited to being an influencer personality, and as her visibility grew, so did scrutiny. In late 2020, fans noticed Bella had a tattoo of the Japanese rising sun. For context, there are multiple different designs, but the one Bella had was associated with the Japanese Imperial Army in World War II.
Let's talk about Bella Poarch's tattoo and why it's completely not okay. This symbol is called the Japanese rising sun. The rising sun is a traditional Japanese symbol that is deeply embedded in Japanese culture. There are many different adaptations of the rising sun, but specifically the one that Bella is using in her tattoo was one that was used by the Japanese Imperial Army during World War II.
And this was the true meaning behind it.
When the Japanese army colonized Korea, kicked millions of Koreans out of their homes and forced them into labor, where the working conditions were so inhumane that thousands of Koreans died. So yeah, this symbol stands for colonization and forced labor.
To attempt to maintain her innocent image, Bella addressed the controversy almost immediately. She stated when she first got it that she didn't understand its historical meaning, and that now she both had it covered and scheduled for removal. But a lot of people didn't buy it. People claimed that...
Why do I have a feeling that... I just didn't know. I have a feeling that Bella knew, but... I don't know, just gives me the suspicion a bit.
Doing basic level research reveals that the tattoo isn't something she should get put permanently onto her body, and the comments on the video we just watched couldn't agree more. How do you get a tattoo and not know what it means? I'm dead. And what?
That comment. Man's like, how can you get a tattoo and do not know what it means? I'm dead. Okay.
Why would she get a tattoo without knowing the meaning? This was the first crack in the perfectly
Okay, the person who was doing our tattoo, I don't know, but you should be sacked, fam. I don't know, you should be sacked. You should be sacked. Pretend you should be sacked. Or, if you don't know what that means, fine.
Image that made her so widely appealing. And what made things worse was that she even later deleted the apology from both her Twitter and TikTok in the hopes that people would forget about it and move on. For the first time, Bella wasn't just a TikTok avatar. She was a real person making real mistakes. From that point on, every move she made was watched more closely. Outside of this, people didn't have a single clue about anything going on in her personal life. But people soon found out that she was a wife who's getting divorced.
What?
TikTok Bella, who film a TikTok star Bella Poarch files for divorce after secretly getting married. Rumors started spreading that she was cheating on her husband with rapper Tiger after they had...
She was dating Tiger? What? How did I not know this? Oh my days, I think I've been living under a rock or something.
Met up to film a TikTok. It got so bad to the point where she was receiving threats just for doing so she literally had to come out and make the public statement.
I never made a mistake or cheated on him with Tyga. I've only met Tyga once, and that was to film a TikTok, and that was something my team had set up. I would never want anyone to think that I would betray my ex-husband, who's literally been there for me during my darkest moments.
While it was public information for a while that it was a mutual decision to break up, and that the two remain friends and wish the best for each other.
The truth is that we're both different people from when we met when we were 19 in the Navy, but that doesn't mean we don't have a lot of love for each other.
It certainly didn't help when Bella released her own video with the caption, "When you find out you've been cheated on." The video consists of her dancing to the song Over Now by The Weeknd, seemingly celebrating leaving her relationship. This was at the beginning of 2021, where it only started going downhill from here. Bella quickly noticed that the hype around her had died off. Her videos started receiving significantly less and less views over a short period of time. So she took a huge risk and moved all over to music. The same year, Bella Poarch released her debut single, Build a Bitch, and surprisingly, it worked. The song charted at number 58 on the Billboard Hot 100, and shortly after, once the music video was polished, it was posted to YouTube and to this day sits at over 500 million views. The opportunity was clear. With heavy label backing and strong marketing, Bella successfully transitioned from TikTok creator to pop artist, well, at least on the surface. She followed up with additional singles like Inferno and Dolls. The streams were solid and the fans showed up, but there was a catch. The success was front-loaded. Most of the attention came from her existing TikTok audience and the novelty of her debut. Over time, the numbers flattened and her songs didn't build long-term momentum like most artists do. Bella had proven she could launch music, but she hadn't proven she could sustain it. If you sort by most popular and oldest on her channel, the pages look almost identical. Change the page to sort by latest and you'll see a significant fall off of her recent music. Her last song, Will You Always Love Her, was released almost an entire year ago and only has 3 million streams. It's a detrimental decline from her first few releases that have hundreds of millions of views, and all it takes is a quick Google search to see that her Spotify isn't doing too great these days. This can actually be presented in any account you look at. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it's filled with negative numbers and declining fans on a daily basis. Her primary following on TikTok hasn't shown any positive growth since 2023, and no video of hers has surpassed 10 million views in the last 6 months. So, while she still makes millions, her older content still pulls views, and her music still streams. By almost any normal metric, she's successful for life. But internet fame doesn't measure success in money. It measures relevance. And when...
Anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoyed that one, please guys like and share, subscribe, and yeah, and let me know, have you listened to Bella Poarch's music and what do you think? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.